All right, we are live. I'm waiting for all the things to give me the green light to let me know that we are live, to let me know that we are up and running. I've had a bunch of technical difficulties today trying to go live. I've been trying to go live for the past 2 hours, and I'll explain that here in just a moment. But what's going on? Welcome to a late night Sunday night stream. I hope you are doing well. It's been a very difficult 2 hours to get this stream up and running. Let me tell you just a little bit about what's going on here. So I use an app and a piece of software called IV Cam. Now, IV Cam, I didn't update anything, but suddenly it just wouldn't want to work unless I opened up iTunes at the same time. Usually I can open up iTunes and close it. A lot of stuff going on. So if you are going to use IV Cam, make sure you open up iTunes or it's not going to work sometime. So how's everybody doing? I see the gang is all piling in here. The fat guy, how you doing? The Regina show, nice to see you in here as well. Thank you, 108,000 subscribers. Yeah, that just snuck up on me really fast. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Isaac Wolf, Elliot Koza, Monkey D. Okay, so here's what we're doing today. Per usual, I have a link down in the description. Click on said link, drop your question in that form to make sure they're going to be able to answer your question because I won't be able to see all the questions in the chat. It is first come, first serve. This will not be a long live stream today. It'll probably be fairly short, so that's going to be limited. So head on down there, D for real. What's going on, Doug? I know Doug's rolling his eyes right now, and I'm saying this is just going to be a short live stream. Just rolls his eyes. How's everybody doing? G. Michael Jr., how you doing? All right, so if you already asked something in the form, I'll get to that here in just a little bit. And there's a link to that form down in the description below. I'm only going to take maybe 20, 25 questions maximum. That's about it. And I'm doing great, G. Michael Jr., how you doing? And I might bring on a guest. I might bring on a guest or two guests, maybe even three guests, and we might talk amongst ourselves. We'll see and plan it by ear. Hope everybody is doing well. You're in class, Cadsley. Well, stop paying attention in class and pay attention to this live stream. Now, before we get started, I want to say today is a live stream. All live streams are brought to you by TubeBuddy, the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. Link down in the description below for TubeBuddy. I know you already have it because you watch my channel, but in case you don't, in case you are new to my channel and you're trying to figure out what are some of the tools that you need as a creator, TubeBuddy is going to help you out with that. It can help you figure out your titles and your tags. And if you have a desktop, you actually get access with the Legend package to A/B test your thumbnails to make sure that you choose the right thumbnails that get the most clicks. A link down below to TubeBuddy. All right, I'm going to jump to the chat here just a little bit. The form is closed. Okay. All right, well, we're going to fix that right now. Thanks, Doug, for the heads up. Okay, the form is officially open. I had to toggle that little switch. Now, I've been trying to go live for the past 2 hours, and one of the times that I tried to go live, somebody came in here, Mr. Karma they asked the first question. I'm going to get to that here in just a little bit. I can't believe I had the forum closed. That's how my Sunday is going. That is how my Sunday is going. I hope your Sunday is doing better than mine. Yeah, shout out to TubeBuddy. That's right. So before I am going to jump into the chat, or before I jump to the form, I'm going to tackle the chat here just a little bit because I see the moderators are slaying people already. So I do want to say, guys, if you're begging for shout outs, if you're just constantly posting the same thing over and over and over, the mods are going to delete that. Just ask your question once. If I see it, I see it. But you're better off heading down to the form and asking your question to guarantee that I see it. And it is out now. Fat guy, thanks, man. Nova not found, thank you. It's open. It's open right now. The Slot Freaks, how you doing? Chiming in from Seattle. Saying hello to all you beautiful people in the chat. Sammy, how you doing? Nice to see you in here, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Christina says, dude, it's freaking midnight here. I'm about to go to bed. Yeah, I was trying to go live 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, and I couldn't make it happen. It was one tech issue after another, and I almost gave up, and then I tried something at the very end. So Christina, sweet dreams. Vantana's in the house. How's it going, my man? Hope you were doing well. All right, so I'm just going to jump right into the form, start answering these questions, because this is going to be short and sweet. So Mr. Karma, first question. Question is, okay, and they've got an iPhone, it says, how to grow on YouTube while playing not so popular games. I think the fact that you're playing a not so popular game actually gives you an advantage because you don't have as much competition. So whatever you're doing in the gaming niche, I don't care if you're playing a less popular game or a more popular game, I still stick to these same principles. You need to either be a great gamer, means that you just crush when you play the game, or you need to be very charismatic or very entertaining or very inspirational, or you need to teach people how to play the game. If you're a gamer and you're not growing, it's because you're not doing one or all of these things. That's what you need to do when you're playing any game at all. That's what you need to do. Now, if you're playing a less popular game, that means there's a lot of opportunity for you. So start searching around, start looking at different things within that game and try to figure out where people are not being served. If you're just saying, hey, watch me play the game, unless you're a really good gamer or unless you're standing out because you're really entertaining, you're probably going to get lost even if it's a less popular game. So think about, okay, smaller people watching, smaller amount of people watching this game, what can I do? How are these people not being served? And then start making content like that. But if you're just going to watch me play, you got your work cut out for you. Yes, no need to beg your question. No need to beg, just ask your question. Yo, D, how to intro your IGACC? No idea what that was. No idea what you meant by that. Cuban Gin says, do a video on an editor called VN for mobile. I do believe that VN video for mobile is probably coming. I have a bunch of videos to get caught up on. Hey, my mother's son, how you doing? Bumming just asked one thing. Can you ask Nick to please let me into the group? I left to test something and I can't back in. I'm not sure. You need to message Nick. I have zero control over Nick's Facebook group. So I would either reach out to Nick or I'd reach out to one of the moderators. I'm not sure what happened there. Just if you left the group, go back and reapply, and you should be asked those three little questions and just tell them that you were part of the group. Just search for Niminati on Facebook. Christina says, I'll keep the stream running while I go to sleep vibes. Your voice will lull me to sleep. Man, that sounds creepy. Well, I can just kind of tone it down a little bit and we can talk about sweet things so you can get to sleep. Oh, man. A little shizzle 007. Can I edit my videos if I'm on an Android? Yes, you can. I have plenty of videos over on my videos tab showing you how to do that. Next question in the form from the fat guy. How you doing, man? Says, I want to say thank you for all your awesome tips and tricks. I've just applied for monetization. That's what I'm talking about. I love your work. Question, the question that matters. Here we go again. Do you prefer pineapple chunks or rings on your pizza? See, here's what I love about that question. You just went right for it. It's not pineapple or no pineapple. It's what type of pineapple, rings or chunks. I'll take it either way. I'll take pineapple on my pizza, however I can get it. The important questions are getting asked here, ladies and gentlemen. Nova Not Found asks the next question, says, how do I better my thumbnails with apps? Look, it doesn't matter if you're using an app to make your thumbnails. It doesn't matter if you are using software. You could be using PixArt or Pixelab or Adobe Photoshop or Canva or Snapseed. The principles are all the same. You need to study graphics. You need to study, I mean, you don't have to become like a professional graphic designer, but you need to study graphics. You need to learn about contrasting colors. You need to learn about the right font choices. You need to learn about what thumbnails actually get clicked on. So there's going to be other channels in whatever type of content that you're making. You have competitor channels. You have channels that are a lot larger than yours, doing a lot better than yours. Study their thumbnails. Don't copy them, but study them. And while you're studying them, learn how to design them just so you can improve your skills of learning your way around the app. Once you learn how to make someone else's thumbnails, then tweak that to make your own style. That's kind of the way to do it. And look, when you're getting started, it's going to suck. Your thumbnails are going to suck. Everybody's thumbnails suck when you first get started. It's a process that you have to go through. You have to learn how to do. You got to learn how to make things look good. You got to go through it, man. Thank you for the super chat, Walking on Water. It says, what's the best app on Android for reverse playback? Reverse playback. Is it fair to assume that you're just wanting to cut a clip and then make that clip go in reverse? I would say my favorite app for that would probably be KineMaster. KineMaster is a paid app. If you're looking for something free, Not 100% sure one of these apps will do it. Look at either VN or look at VLLO. Those are probably the best free apps on Android. One of those will have that feature if you're not into KineMaster. But if you're paying for an app on Android, pay for KineMaster. Hands down, I think it's the best app out there. Zach Talks Tech in the house. How's it going, my man? Says, pro tip with thumbnails, don't repeat your title words on the thumb. Think of thumbs as an extension of your title. Yeah, that is a good tip. One thing that people make the mistake of is when they're putting the thumbnails together is there's too many words, or they completely duplicate the words. Use keywords, use target words, use 3 words, 4 words. Don't make it all wordy. You have seconds to get their attention. Seconds. So have some really big, bold, easy to read, really colorful target words to help reinforce your title, or whatever it is you're trying to however you're trying to get your message across. That's a great tip, Zach. All right, the fat guy says KineMaster does reverse footage. Yeah, KineMaster is great. Like if you're going to pay for an app on Android, KineMaster all day long. All day long. I'm going to leave this up here while I go through the chat here. Open Vlog, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. The VN app, yes. Thanks, Doug. Looks like we have to hold this modding down. All good. I'm editing Instagram pics. Oh, man, I love it. All right, let's see. Next question. Coming in from a panda who asks, what is one thing that would need some fixing from my channel? Okay, I'm not doing channel reviews. I've stopped doing channel reviews on my channel. And I'm not going to pull your channel up for everyone to see, but I am going to load it up here so I can see it. Just a quick peek, and I'll give you one tip. You're a gaming channel, and what I'm going to tell you is I have no idea what's going on with your channel. I'm going to give you 2 tips. 1, focus on your thumbnails. Your thumbnails need work. 2, focus on your titles, because your titles are not going to get you anywhere. So thumbnails and your titles. That's what I've got for that. And I know you're probably just getting started. Spend the time to research. Go follow Brian G. Johnson. Go follow the TubeBuddy channel. There's some great channels out there explaining how to craft a proper title. Go follow those channels. Go research, learn how to do that. The graphics will come as you get better, as you do it longer. Next question from Drama Talks, who says, how to show my phone screen to my laptop screen. Okay, there's a couple of ways to do this. You want to screen your phone to your laptop screen. There's software to do that. The problem is with software is it can be laggy. You can have some lag between the two. Reflector, I believe, is a great piece of software for that, but you're going to have some lag. The fastest way to do that is to get something like the Elgato Cam Link. The Elgato Cam Link, plug that in USB to your computer. There's a really loud car driving by. My apologies. Plug the Cam Link into your computer via USB. Then out of that, you're going to have to plug that into your phone. You're probably going to have to put an adapter into your phone, a mini DV out. So mini DV out to the Cam Link into your computer. Then you're not going to have any lag time, and you can share your screen. Use something like Streamlabs or OBS, and you'll be able to add your phone as an actual video source when you do that. That sounds complicated, but it's a lot easier to do than it sounds like. What up, dude? Love seeing all you guys in here. Yeah, Video Leap is great. So if you're an iOS users, Video Leap is a great free app. They do have premium features. Anytime I make a video about Video Leap, there's always a crew of people who come in and say, it's not free, or it's asking me to do it. It pops an ad up, right? You install it, it pops an ad, and it says, which membership do you want? Look up in the corner. You're going to have an ad that you can close. And then inside, inside the app, it has new features that say like try or new. Those are all premium features. Don't click on any of those, and it'll ask you to pay again. But use all the stuff that's not marked, which is a lot of stuff, and you can use it totally free. Any app on Android in the Play Store that's called Video Leap, it's currently not the official Video Leap. The official company is called Lightricks. And if it's not made by Lightricks and you find it on the Android store, it's not legit. Vipers in the house. What is going on, my man? What is going on? Hope you were doing well, man. How did you can't? Okay, they don't have an official release yet for Android. It is coming. COVID-19 slowed the release down. It is coming. But if you go to the Play Store and you type in Video Leap, you're going to find like 10 different Video Leaps. None of those are the legit Video Leap. None of those are legit. All right, next question here. Ben's Ransom Hobbies. When I upload gaming videos on mobile, the upload defaults features don't work. Do I need to upload from PC for that to happen? Do you mean all of the information that you have saved? When you upload gaming videos on mobile, the uploads defaults don't work. If I go to upload a video on my phone, it will show the upload default. Are you using the actual YouTube app itself? Hold on, this is my big water thing. Look at this huge thing. This is how much water I drink in a day. Make sure you're using the official YouTube app. And if it's not showing the mobile defaults, you could try using a browser, try going into Chrome, like youtube.com, going in that way and see if it will load up the actual defaults. You don't need a PC to make that happen. You just need to find the right method. So if the app's not doing it for you, go to youtube.com in Chrome or in Safari or whatever your favorite browser is and try to upload that way. You should see them. Hold on here, scrolling down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, next question. Next question comes from Paulo Concalvis. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, from Brawl Stars. Question is, D, I've made Brawl Stars content, but a few months ago I made 3 videos on a different game that did really well. Problem is, I love to make the content that doesn't get much views in comparison to the content that does to get me views. What do I do? It depends. What's your channel goal? Did you tell me what your channel goal is? What's the main goal of your channel? Okay, you said here in the forum, your goal is for more views and subscribers. If your goal is just to, hey, I just want to play games, I just want to have fun, I just want to upload content and grow however I grow, then I would tell you to make whatever content you want to make. But since your goal is to get more views, then you're going to have to lean into the type of content that are bringing in the views, right? It's all about your channel goals. If you just want to play for the sake of playing, then it doesn't matter. But if you want to grow and you know that a particular type of content makes you grow, that's the type of content that you need to lead into. Alternatively, you make the type of content that doesn't get the views and you're not going to glow. You're not going to glow. You're not going to grow. You're not going to glow and you're not going to grow. So if that's your goal, to grow, then you need to lean into the content that's going to do that for you. Next question from PewDiePie. Of course, this is not the real PewDiePie, but that would be something. Their question is, how do I come up with video ideas? This question, hey, Mommy's Budget, this question gets asked every single live stream. And let me show you just the easiest way to come up with video ideas. Let me share my screen. Yeah, this is the absolute easiest way to come up with video ideas. And this works for both YouTube and for Google. And there's a bunch of different ways to come up with an idea. But here's a good one. And I don't know what type of content you're making. Let me go back and look here. You are you're not a gamer. You didn't say. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So go up to YouTube, go to the search bar up at the top. For the sake of this tutorial, for this demonstration, since my channel is phone related, I'm gonna start searching for something iPhone related. I'm gonna search for something about iPhone and video editing. So I'm just gonna start typing in keywords that are relevant to my niche. So let's just do iPhone video. Why aren't you working? And the drop down is not working. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's go to iPhone. Here it comes in. All right. So iPhone, you see this drop down that starts to happen? Video. This is actually hilarious. Normally, as you start to type this stuff in, you're going to start getting more suggestions, but for some reason, maybe because I'm sharing my screen, it's stopping here as soon as I type in the first keyword. So go in and start typing in keywords or phrases that are relevant to the type of content that you're making, and everything that's showing up down here. Hey, Nick, how's it going, man? And everything that's showing up down here, these are suggestions. These are things people are actually searching for. So that's the first place to go for actual content. Usually when you type in keywords there, it keeps doing, like as you start adding more words, the drop down continues to happen, and it starts changing as you start to write stuff in. Same exact thing for Google. Another great way to come up with ideas is to go look at channels that are like yours, larger channels with lots of views, and go down and read their comments. Go down and start reading through the comments. A lot of people say, hey, it'd be great if you made a video about this, or it'd be great if you made a video about that. Get those ideas, put them into TubeBuddy, and start trying to craft that title to come up with the correct way to put the video together. There he is. Hey, Nick, man, you want to come on? Nick, you're probably laying around in your boxer shorts right now, but if you are up and you're at the computer, let me know, man. Would love to have you on. Zach says, I use the search bar for the longest time. It's such a good hack. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, there's lots of different ways to come up with channel ideas, but the easiest one is just to go to Google, go to YouTube, and just start typing in keywords and phrases that are relevant to the type of content that you make. You're on the phone, difficult to tag, but I hope everyone's having a great day. All right, cool, man. I'm having a great evening. Yeah, you're on the other side of the world. It's evening now over here on this side of the world. All right, next question comes from Natik Gupta. Says, I do voiceover videos, and for that I only have 5 to 7 15-second clips to work with. Can I use the same clips in every video on my channel? Reuse content policy. If not, where can I get more clips? I've tried Pixabay, Pexels, Unsplash, and many others. Hold on, you're using 5 to 7 15-second clips. So your videos are really short. I'm going to open up your channel here. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I just want to look at it so I understand what's happening. So one thing you can do is you can go to Video Blocks. I think it's Story Blocks. Go to Story Blocks, and you pay a monthly membership, and you get unlimited content. Okay, so you don't have any content on your channel. On the channel that you link, see, this was a big mistake. So if you guys are asking questions and you want me to give you a relevant answer, make sure you link the correct channel, because the channel that Mr. Gupta linked, there's no content on it, and it doesn't have anything to do with what he was asking. So I can't help you too much there, other than go to like Storyblocks. I believe it's storyblocks.com. Let me double check. You can also go to Adobe Stock. Yeah, storyblocks.com. It's an endless library of videos. And over on Adobe Stock, they have videos and they have photographs. It's endless. So I recommend going to either one of those. Next question is from JV Lapa, who says, hey D, do you what apps for iPhone that will be removed? Oh, do you know what apps can be used on iPhone to remove noise background in a video? I'm currently doing ASMR using an iPhone and looking for an app that can help while I'm saving for a better mic. Man, I'm actually using my phone that has all of my audio apps on it, but let me check my second phone to see if I have some on here. There are some. Yeah, I don't have it on here. Send me a tweet. Let me know what you asked, and I can give you the name of a new app that came out that has some built-in noise reduction. There's also an entire suite of apps called audio. Oh man, hold on. I'm terrible with names. There's too many apps to keep track of. It's the same company. They're called Audio Master. Audio Master makes a whole bunch of different audio apps. So check out Audio Master. If you want to send me a tweet, I can send you the name of the new one that came out not too long ago. And if you're recording inside of GarageBand, you can actually get plugins. You can get app plugins for GarageBand that can help you with noise reduction. So look into that. One great channel that I'm going to drop into the chat right now. One second here. It's, give me 1 second here. Give me a moment. I'm going to put the channel link in here. Go, oopsie, hold on. About, almost there, almost there. Peach on music. Okay, so for those of you who are doing anything audio on an iOS device, I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now. The channel is Pete Johns, and he does everything on GarageBand. And I know when you get GarageBand in your phone, you're like, this isn't very powerful. Forget that thought. GarageBand is very powerful. He goes over how to get better audio. He goes over all the different plugins that I didn't even know, until I watched his channel, I didn't even know that you could put plugins in GarageBand on your phone, but you can, and it's amazing. So go check out his channel. Next question is from Tube TV Pakistan. It says how to download VideoLeap on Android and how to make thumbnails like you and Niman. I'm guessing talking about Nick. Nobody makes thumbnails like Nick. He's the master. You cannot download VideoLeap on Android. It's not officially out yet. There are Android versions of VideoLeap, but they're fakes. The official company for making VideoLeap is called Lightricks. It's not available yet. And how do you make thumbnails? Lots of practice. Lots and lots and lots and lots of practice. Years and years and years. I don't know if Nick is still in here. But Nick, tell everybody how long, there he is. Tell everybody how long you've been working with graphic design. I've been working with graphic design for about 20 years, and Nick probably the same, but he's been doing so a lot more than me. He's really good. Says, yeah, GarageBand is so solid. Yeah, GarageBand is severely underrated. A lot of people say, oh, it's garbage. I thought the same exact thing until I watched Pete Johns watching his videos. My head exploded. Head absolutely exploded. Yep, there he is. Yeah, how many years have you been working with graphic designs, man? I learned Photoshop in high school. Yeah, that was a long time ago. High school was a long time. A long time. All right, next question comes from That Burrito. He says, is it possible to share my laptop screen on my phone? I already answered that. Yes, you can do so with software, or you can do it with something like the Elgato Cam Link. You're going to have to get an HDMI Elgato Cam Link, HDMI cable, HDMI adapter, plug it into your phone. Next question from Infamous J, who says, how to add a watermark on a video. Okay, it's a solid question, so you're probably just getting started. Whatever video app you're using, they all have a text feature, right? And now, just to be clear, a watermark means that there's going to be some sort of an image or text or something in one of the corners. You should put it down in the left-hand corner, because in the right-hand corner, you can add a logo element in YouTube. So it default puts it on top. So put it over in the left-hand corner. And if you're wanting to add a text logo, like your website name or something like that, you can just use whatever text feature, type it in, shrink it down, put it in the bottom lower corner, and just stretch it out the entire length of the video. This works for software as well. If you're wanting to use a logo, you actually have to, you can do that inside of YouTube. Man, I can't walk you through that here verbally, but put your browser in desktop mode, go into YouTube Studio, go down to, I believe it's just go down to settings, and you're going to see something in there for watermark. It's going to be a little square watermark. It might be like 100 pixels by 100 pixels or 150 by 150, and you can put a transparent PNG image in there, or you can just put a non-transparent image, and it's going to show up in the bottom right-hand corner. Pretty easy. All right, next question from Catsley. Catsley says, D, will you be making a video for tips for YouTubers / Twitch streamers? I have a lot of YouTube tip videos. I don't know what type of tips you're looking for. I'm all about the tips. For Twitch streamers, no. I don't do anything on Twitch. I have a Twitch account. I keep telling myself I'm going to stream over there someday. I do have a Twitch account. I have not started streaming yet. I'm not the person to go to for Twitch. There's other people you need to follow for that. In terms of YouTube tips, I have videos on that. Go follow my brother Nick. He's in the chat right now. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I think Nick just posted. There it is, branding, settings, branding. I knew it was down there somewhere. But yeah, follow Nick if you want YouTube tips. That's the channel to follow. But for Twitch, you're going to have to go to somebody else. Alpha Gaming. Alpha Gaming is probably the person you need to follow for Twitch advice. Next question comes from Matt Gibri. Says, D, thanks for all you and the Niminati do to help creators. I have a Switch Pod. I love that. Love my Switch Pod. And I'm looking to do more vlog style content as I walk around outside. With an iPhone 11, any recommendations on budget friendly mics and attachments that work well with the Switch Pod? Yeah, so man, I've got my Switch Pod's actually put away. I love the Switch Pod, but what you will need is you're going to need some sort of a phone adapter. And I'm looking to see what I've got over here. 1 second, let me see what I've got. SwitchPod recently came out with their own adapter. Let me see if I've got something in here. Okay, so when you have your SwitchPod, unless you buy the set, it does not come with this. Let me move this out of the way. And this is very important. It doesn't come with this. This screws into the top of SwitchPod so you can put your phone into it. Now, SwitchPod just made their own, and I believe I've seen, I don't know if they've started selling them yet. They just announced it maybe a week ago. I don't know if they started selling them or they're getting ready to start selling them, but I saw something on Amazon where you can maybe pre-order it as a kit or maybe buy it as a kit. It's just a little screw-on top for your phone. Now, theirs, I just want to say I love the SwitchPod, but I have a version of their mount. It's okay. It's okay. It's very lightweight. It's not the sturdiest thing, but it works. It works. I might go for something a little more beefy, like the Ulanzi. The Ulanzi's got a great one that screws down and clamps. That's really going to hold your phone in there. But whatever you do, make sure you get something with this. This is called a cold shoe. So if you end up getting an external microphone like this, let me just walk you through this. You end up getting a little microphone like this. It can screw into, and this one's not going to fit. It can screw into the top while you put your phone in it. Right, so that's what a cold shoe will do. It allows you to put a microphone or a light. So if you get a little LED light, you can also screw that into the top here. Budget microphones. Probably the best budget microphone that you're going to get is the Boya BY-M1 lavalier microphone. The cable is obscenely long. It's like 6 feet long. It gets tangled into a huge pile of spaghetti, but it sounds really good. It's around $20 US. For a good sounding budget microphone, that's probably the best. I recently picked up another microphone from a company called Deity. It's the VLAV by Deity. I think it's around $40 or $50. Definitely not budget, but it sounds really good. Only downside with that, it also comes with an insanely long cable. Now, it's great if you have something to roll it around, or you can roll it up in a way that it doesn't get tangled. I'm terrible at that. So long cables, but the Boya sounds good. VLAV sounds good. The Rode SmartLav Plus sounds good. It's a little bit more expensive. So maybe check out the Boya first. Thank you, Slot Freaks. All right, let's see. What's the best equipment for filmmaking? For a phone? Okay, so if you're going to be a filmmaker, I would get, this is the XS, 10S, whatever you want to call it. I'm actually streaming with my iPhone 11. I would get an iPhone 11 Pro, or wait until the new iPhone 12s come out in a couple of months. Get one of those. You definitely want to get a flagship phone, and I would pick up a gimbal. Pick up maybe the DJI Mobile 3 gimbal. That's probably my favorite gimbal that I've used. With that, you're going to be able to get really fluid movement with your phone, that really cinematic, smooth footage. By default, if you use the wide-angle lens inside of the iPhone 11, it has a little bit of image stabilization built in, but with the gimbal, you're going to get very smooth cinematic style footage. So get a gimbal, get a flagship phone. technically speaking, you know, people are making movies with iPhone 7 and iPhone 8, but you really need to know what you're doing in order to do that. So grab one of the new flagship phones, get an app called Filmic Pro. Filmic Pro is an amazing app. Learn how to use it, watch tutorials, learn how to use it, and invest in some quality microphones. So that's what you need to do to get into filmmaking. And then, of course, you need to learn how to tell a story. You need to learn how to shoot the angles. But gear-wise, that's a great start. And you probably also want to pick up, do I have them sitting here? I don't have them sitting here. You probably also want to pick up a little white balance card so you can have footage that has your gray card or your white card so you can later white balance correctly and color grade correctly. We have no iPhones to give away. Stop asking. Oh, man. Hold on here. All right, next question. Next question comes from Senadi. Man, I can't pronounce your name. I apologize. Senadi Chatuverde. Senadi Chatuverde. I know I butchered that one. It says, I'm switching from my iPad to an Android tablet soon. Sorry to hear that. I use iMovie on my iPad. Can you tell me a editor similar to iMovie for Android? Yeah, look at either VN or VLLO. One of those is going to do the trick for you. VN or VLLO. Next question would be from Drama Talks, who says, can you check my thumbnails and titles and give me suggestions? I'm not doing channel reviews today, but I will just quickly pop your channel up on my end. And if it looks like you're putting in the work, I'll give you some advice. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Actually, man, I think your thumbnails look good. Let me see what you're doing here. You've got 8,000 subscribers. You're on the right track. You're doing all sorts of different things. I think your thumbnails look good. You got 8,000 subscribers. You're getting some views. I just say keep going, man. Keep going. Thumbnails are good. Channel art looks good. I don't know exactly what Drama Talks is. Maybe a little bit of clarity on your channel art, but it's not going to move the needle for you. But 8,000 subscribers, your thumbnails look good. They're eye-catching. You're using big, bold fonts. So yeah, keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, my man. Next question from Nova Not Found. So I asked this last year during a stream, but you didn't see it. How do I make titles that are not too long, but are relevant? I'm thinking about changing my content for a channel to be a mix of gaming and also reacting videos. Yeah, you just don't make titles that are too long. If you're trying to come up with titles, if you're trying to come up with anything, reverse engineer it. Approach YouTube like a viewer. Approach YouTube as somebody who's looking for content and say, okay, what would I look for? If I'm looking for, I mean, I don't know how that's going to work out, you know, gaming and reaction videos. It might work out great. You're going to have to test it and see, but just say, okay, if I'm looking for gaming / reaction type content, what would I look for? How would I go about looking for that sort of content? And then craft your titles that way. You don't have to make them too long, but I wouldn't make them too short either. Just think of it as a actual viewer. Reverse engineer. Instead of thinking at it from the creator, think of it from the other end as a viewer. Matt Troyce, how you doing, man? Ask the next question. Says, I do keto, health, and wrestling live streams on my channel. That's an interesting mix. I noticed that my keto videos will get like 100 views the first day and then suddenly stop and maybe pick back up again in about a week. Is there a reason for this? Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of reasons. At 100 views the first day, there's probably your subscribers that are coming in to check out the videos. Let me pull up your channel really quick. Without digging into your stats, I can't give you an exact answer, but you've got 4,000 subscribers. So what's probably happening, you upload your video, you get your subscribers who are waiting for your next video. They watch that video, and the signals of them watching that video tell YouTube that maybe your subscribers aren't that into it, or maybe they are. And it just sizzles down a little bit, and then maybe it's actually categorized for search. Maybe you put your titles together and your content it works better for search, and then it ends up getting picked up later. But if it sizzles out like day one, 100 views, and then it dies off for a while, those are your subscribers that are coming in and watching that. Hold on here. And I just want to say it's an interesting interesting mix of content. Wrestling and keto, however you pronounce that. Yeah, looks like you're doing all kinds of things, and you're actually getting some good. You're getting some good views on your channel. I just got it pulled up over here. Yeah, you've got some of your popular video, and this is interesting. Your most popular videos, you've got car videos, so like how to disconnect your Ultima wiper and recharging your air conditioner. Those have a lot of views on them. So you're if you focused on, if you focus on the sort of things that are bringing in those views, you'd probably grow a lot faster. And maybe you've made the pivot. I don't know. But you're wrestling, recipes, workouts. Hold on here. KineMaster exporting speed is so slow. It's because of your phone. KineMaster is using the chipset in your phone. So the first thing I have to tell everyone, if the app is not working the way you want it to work, or you think it's too slow, it could be because your phone isn't very powerful, or you have downloaded the app not from the official Play Store or not from the Apple Store. If you've downloaded this from some website or an APK website, or it's not an official download, then you're not using the official app, and it's broken. You're essentially using a broken app. Sabby, how's it going on, man? Just noticed you online. This is for you assisting me on my walk. If you make 45 minutes, perfect. Anyways, if you have reviews, look at Rep of Creator. Sabby, oh yeah, man, Sabby, we were talking. Dude, I haven't been in my DMs on Instagram in a while. They turned into a bit of a dumpster fire. So here's a weird thing that happened. So I created a TikTok account, and you attach your YouTube channel and your Instagram channel. But the Instagram, that's the button that shows up at the top. So my Instagram is growing. It's not like out of control growing, but I'm having people coming in, a couple people every day, and my DMs have just started getting kind of crazy on that. I actually lost contact you. I will get in contact with you shortly, because I believe you're wanting to do a podcast or something like that. So yeah, we'll do that. Thanks, Sabby. Not doing channel reviews today, but man, when we're talking off, if you need me to look at something, I'm happy to do that. Can you be my editor? Yeet fam. Nope, I won't be your editor. That's such a great problem. Yeah, and here's the weird thing about TikTok is, okay, I created a TikTok channel, uploaded videos. I had one video that just went gangbusters. I think it's like 800,000 views now. But almost all the videos except for one have now gone over 10,000 views. So I'm like, okay, well, this is a particular type of content. So I made a second channel. I've got like a top secret TikTok channel now. And that channel is gangbusters reviews too. It's like if you use the right music, and the same principles apply on TikTok as they do on YouTube. You have less time to get their attention because people are scrolling through TikTok, right? They're on TikTok, they're just scroll. You've got maybe 1 second, 2 seconds to get their attention as it scrolls down. So if at the beginning of that video, if you don't capture their attention, they're gone. So the very beginning, your hook, or however you start your video on TikTok, it is crucial. And then people can also find you by choosing popular music. That's what I'm doing on my top secret channel, is I'm using popular music because people will search for that music. And then I'm making sure the very beginning of that video just starts right away. I don't waste anybody's time. Yeah, I think I've had that channel up for like a week, and I've got 2 videos that are already like at 80,000 views. I think I've got 5 total videos, but like the 2 best ones are like 80,000 views each. It's insane. There it is. Sorry about that. Can you do a video about Alight Motion? I have one video on Alight Motion where I sat down with Douglas, who works with Alight Motion. Basically, he walks you through getting started and just shows you a very simple step. I do have some videos coming, but it's going to be just a little bit before I get into those. Great app, by the way. TikTok has been banned in my country, India. Yeah, so they've banned TikTok in India, but from what I understand, TikTok is working with India now, and I think it's going to come back. So I think you guys are going to have it back here. Not me, by the way. What's not you? What is not you, Doug? Question, what's the best free editor for Windows? For Windows, DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve's probably going to be, they have a paid version, but the free version is good. What about for Android? Best free video editor for Android is going to be VN, the letters VN, which stands for Vlog Now, or VLLO. Both of those are fantastic. They are starting to add premium features. And on an Android, I believe you do have to sign up to use VN, but it's totally worth it. They're great. HitFilm, I always forget about HitFilm. Yeah, HitFilm was good too. Oh, not that Douglas. Yeah, different Doug. Different Doug. All right, jumping back to the forum here. Next question from Random, who says, why do my video notifications not go to my subscribers? This isn't the answer you want to hear, and sometimes notifications don't go out the way you want them to go out, but generally speaking, people aren't that interested. Even your subscribers might not be that interested in the content that you're making currently. For example, and I think I just missed a super chat. Hold on here. 1, 2. I reconstruct, it says, I'm sorry, man, I missed your super chat. It says, I do lives, what topics, Q&A, connect with the audience. Okay, I'll get to you in just a moment here. So what happens is, let's say you don't watch the next few of my videos, the next handful of my videos, or the next 3 videos, or the next 2 videos, you don't watch them for whatever reason. I release them, YouTube shows them to you, and you're like, I'm not interested. Guess what happens? That you just increase the chances of not being notified when I go live, or not being notified when I upload my next video. The more you don't watch the creator that you subscribe to, the more likely it is that YouTube doesn't show you that creator. I subscribe to tons of channels, and I'm sure you do too, but for whatever reason, I've stopped watching their content. Maybe I'm just busy, or maybe they've pivoted and I've just been too lazy to unsubscribe. People stop watching for all sorts of reasons, but I don't get recommended their videos anymore. I don't get notifications anymore. So they're not watching your videos. So try making, now you may have done a pivot. You might have done a channel pivot, and you're just going in another direction, and people are going to fall off. But if you're doing the same thing, try to look back at your content and say, okay, what type of content was I making when people were actually interested in what I was doing? And make some more videos like that. So back to your question here. If I do lives, what topics, Q&A, connect with your audience? If you're doing a live stream, and if I believe the last live stream, we pulled your channel up and you were doing car remodeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're doing car remodeling, reconstruction with a car. That means that people are interested in that type of content, right? They're coming to your channel, they're subscribing because they're into your car remodeling. So talk about that. Just like when I come here on my live stream, if I'm doing Q&As, I'm talking about YouTube, I'm talking about smartphones, I'm talking about making content with your phones, I'm talking about apps, I'm talking about smartphone gear, everything that falls into the wheelhouse of being a mobile creator. That's what I talk about on my live stream. Now, if you are going live, you said if I do live. So once you go live, a great thing to do is write down on a piece of paper things to talk about. Look at your content over the past 90 days and look at the videos that have done the best. Here's 90 days worth of content. This content has done really well. And then think of things that you can talk about that type of content. Excuse me, and then write it all down. Write it all down so you constantly have things to talk about. So when the stream starts, you can just start talking to yourself. Don't worry about how many people show up. Just start having that conversation. Start talking about some things that you did recently with your reconstruction, or some, like when I started this stream, because I had 2 hours of technical difficulties. I started this stream talking about the technical difficulties that I was having with the app that I was using to go live, right? And it will start flowing from there. And you can ask them, hey, if you've got a question, or just ask your question in the chat. You'll figure out really fast what connects. But the worst thing to do, the absolute worst thing to do when you go live, is to be quiet. You have to learn how to keep speaking. You're going to have gear problems. You're going to have tech issues. Things are going to happen. You just want to keep speaking. You want to learn, and that's kind of the hardest thing to do when you go live, is to learn how to carry the conversation. And if nobody's having a conversation, if nobody's asking you questions, nobody's saying anything, that can be difficult. So just be prepared to go live. Treat it just like you would a video. Until people start asking questions, treat it just like you would a video. Know what you're going to talk about. Go in and have that conversation. And then if people start asking questions, just kind of follow that and go with the flow. But going live is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Let me jump to the chat down here. Boom, there you go. And good luck, man. I hope you have an awesome first live experience. It's a little bit scary at first. It's really scary at first because you're thinking, what if nobody shows up? Or what if I say the wrong thing? Look, you're going to say the wrong thing. You're going to screw up. You're going to say the wrong thing. You're going to give the wrong advice sometimes. You know, your connection's going to drop. Your microphone's going to get, something's going to happen. Just accept it. It's okay. But that's what makes live, is they get to see you as a creator, warts and all. They get to see you and your flaws, and that adds a human element to it. If the only thing they ever see of a creator is the perfection that's in the video, that's not very human. That's not you. That's like a perfectly edited person who's put something together for people to see. But when they can hang out with you live and they get your jokes and your quirks and they see what makes you laugh and things that you trip up over, you know, that adds a human element. And that's how you can really get people on board with what it is that you're doing. Have you ever cried before during a live stream? Ooh, that's a good question. Doug, I don't know. Doug, I've cried from laughter during a live stream with my brother. I'm sure we've broken down into hysterics sometimes when we've live streamed together. But in terms of just tears because of emotional tears, I don't think so. I may have been, man. I think at 100,000 subscribers when I did that live stream, I may have gotten a little bit teary-eyed. I didn't cry. There weren't actual water things falling. What do you call those things falling? I don't even know what they're called. Tears, I think you people call them. But they didn't actually fall. I think I got a little bit water-eyed. Oh, man. Hey, D, how are you? Hope you have a great day during times like this. Thank you. Thank you. I'm having a great evening, best I can, actually. Hope you were having a great evening as well. Oh, man. All right. Oh, Miss Regina. So I was having an emotional chat last night. I legit cried. Yeah, I can see how it would happen. Like if you were, especially in your situation, like you're doing a weight loss. I'm going to call it motivational because watching your journey is motivational. I know you're doing it to hold yourself accountable, but what you're doing is an emotional thing. So I can see that would be you could have those conversations that could break you down. D has no soul, therefore no tears. No, I'm joking. No, I got misty-eyed during my 100,000 live stream because that's insane. That's insane. Hey, David, how you doing in Albany, New York? Hope you're doing well. All right, next question here is the man with the hat. How's it going, my man? Who says, is there a way to see channel members? Is there a way to see channel members edit perks on mobile? Also, what is the font on your D's tees? Okay, on the t-shirts, I have a couple of different t-shirts available, a couple of different merch shirts. Which one are you talking about? Send me a tweet on that one. I'll have to look and see the actual font name. I believe they're all Google fonts. I believe they're all free fonts. But what we probably did is if it's the cursive hand-drawn one, we might have stretched those out a little bit and that sort of thing. But send me a tweet to let me know which shirt, and I can tell you the font name. And is there a way to see channel members edit perks on mobile? Some people can see it on a phone, some people cannot. So if I'm on YouTube and I'm looking for channels, I do not see the join feature on my phone. Some people do see it, I do not see it. And I'm curious, for those of you in the chat, how many people in the chat on your phone can see a membership where you see the join button that says join the channel? Not the subscribe button, but the actual membership join. If you can see that on your phone, type in yes. Type in yes. Oh, awesome. You did the top 5 you recommended last week and got a lot of positive feedback. Hey, man, that's good to hear. People love list videos. They love lists. They love them. They love them. And when you find the right, lists are all about finding the right list and crafting it in the right way and making the thumbnail the right way where people go, I got to see that list. Like, I have to see that list. It's not really an iOS, but I can see it online as this channel. Yeah, I don't see anybody's on my phone. Interesting. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Okay. Yes, you can see it. Hey, this Diva's Life, how you doing? All right, so we've got a lot of people saying yes. Yes. I don't. Yes. Interesting. Yeah, so same thing. I guess it's hit and miss. Hold on here. All right, next question here. From the Slot Freaks, who says, hey, D, thanks for taking my question. Why, when I upload my vid via mobile Android to YouTube, it looks darker and less resolution than on my phone when I shot it? Is there something I'm not doing correctly, either when I'm recording or uploading? The first thing you want to make sure, now I have a video talking about how to get better upload quality. Unfortunately, there's one step. The last step does not apply to Android. Let me see if I can show you this. And Android users, you're just going to be like, what is going on here? Do I have this on here? Oh, I think I don't. Okay, I can't show you on this phone. But if you're an iOS user, if you go into your settings and you can go down to upload quality and you can choose the actual upload quality. If you check on full quality is going to go up. Android doesn't have that. And I don't know if that means that full quality always goes up or if they're capping you at a certain size. I don't know. So the first thing you want to make sure of is that you're exporting your video out of your app at the highest possible quality that your phone can handle. Then when you upload it, you have to give YouTube time because it has to do multiple encodes. It's going to do encodes for different speeds. You want to make sure to give it time to make sure it goes through all of them. Then you'll want to go into your browser to make sure that you're looking at the highest possible quality one that they give you. A lot of people, your browser and your phone, it might be set on auto and you're not getting the highest possible quality. Now, another thing could be happening is that, okay, when I first started my channel, a lot of my encodes were really bad. I have no proof of this. I haven't seen anything that says for sure this is what happens, but I believe that YouTube puts weight on their encoding based on the channel size. I think the more you're uploading, the more your channel grows. I believe, again, I haven't seen anything that proves this, but I believe they put weight on those channels for better encoding. Because as my channel grew, my encoding got better as it went up on YouTube. So that's just, I haven't seen anything to prove that. It's just a personal, it's just my theory, because I know that that sort of thing is possible. Zach says, pro tip, YouTube will serve your video out to more people once it's processed to HD. Yeah, right. You have to be patient. You have to wait. That's what I was talking about. If you put it up there, it takes a while to render sometimes. Sometimes it burns through them. Sometimes it goes really fast, but sometimes it takes a while. There you go. Hey, Zach, man, you want to come on? I think last time I wasn't set up, but this week, I got my earbuds. Got my earbuds. Let's see. Next question comes from the letter E. The next question comes from the letter E. It says, I do cardboard and paper crafts in my channel. Very cool. Any tips? Again, I'm not pulling up channels here, but if I have any tips for a paper and craft cardboard channel, I would just say, think like a viewer and make videos that could be helpful to people who are wanting to get into cardboard and paper crafts. Think about when you first got started, right? What tools do I use? What glue do I use? Do I use an X-Acto knife? Do I use scissors? What kind of paper do I use? Where do I get my cardboard? Think about all the hurdles and the pain points that you had when you were first getting started and start writing those down. Okay, I had a problem with this. I had a problem with that. And then make videos explaining how you fix that. And then title that, you know, just randomly throwing this out here, the best scissors for paper craft. Where to find budget cardboard for craft work, or however you want to say that, right? Think about all the problems that you had and all the things you had to learn, and to make videos about all of those things to try to help people who are just getting started figure that out. Become a resource. If you make your channel a resource for cardboard and paper crafts, that's going to increase your chance of growing. You become a teacher in a way. And by doing that, that doesn't mean that you can't keep doing what you're doing, but just start peppering those videos in there, because you're going to bring in a whole new group of people who are wanting to learn how to do what it is that you're doing. When I got into cosplay, I didn't know anything about the materials, the right glues to use. Like if you're making a costume out of foam, EVA foam, for example, there's certain glues that you want to use and certain glues you want to avoid. And how do you paint foam? How many layers of glue do you have to put on foam before you put there are so many things that I had to learn: the proper way to cut it, the proper way to heat it, to bend it. How do you hold a bend? And I never started a cosplay channel, but while I was researching all of that, I was mindful of how I was searching. And I remember thinking, wow, man, like all the channels that I came across that were helping me figure those things out, they made videos basically from step one, working me through the entire process of how to make cosplay costumes. So I would approach it that way. We'll scroll through the chat here in a second. Hold on. Next question here. This one comes from Garish Draws Stuff. Nice to see you here again. It says, hey, D, can you have a look at my thumbnails? I'm getting impressions, but only a few people are clicking on them. Can you tell me what I should fix? I'm not going to pull you up, but I'll just quickly look here. If you're getting impressions and people are not clicking on them, it means you need to make them better. I actually, just at a glance here, your thumbnails look okay. I wouldn't say they look bad. I think it looks interesting what you're doing. The problem is this, Garish. The problem is you've only been doing this for 2 weeks and you have not given this enough time yet. Make 50 videos, make 75 videos, make 100 videos, and keep going with this style. I actually think your thumbnails look okay. My opinion, of course, data is going to let you know, but it's too early to tell. You know, your top video has 37 views and you've only been doing this for 2 weeks. So just think about the long game here. Say, okay, I'm going to make videos for the next year, for the next 2 years, whatever, 50, 75, 100 videos. Then you're going to be able to figure out where stuff is working. But I think your thumbnails actually look interesting. They match your drawing style. Just keep going, keep going. You just got started. You just got started. Yep, sure can, man. Invite, copy. Hold on 1 second here. Zach, message, ZAK. Where are you at? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to. Hey, Zach, do me a favor, man, and send me a DM, because for some reason when I'm searching for you, it's not pulling up. All right, next question comes from Yo-Yo. Question is, how to gain subscribers and grow fast. Start by going through the YouTube Creator Academy. Here's what I want you to do right now. Every single person in the chat who's stuck, they're not growing, their channel's not going anywhere, and they're not sure why, they're not sure where to turn, and they're just saying, how do I grow? How do I grow fast? First of all, forget the fast. Fast isn't going to happen unless you luck into a viral video. And even then, you're probably still not going to succeed because you're not set up to deal with a viral video. You don't understand what's going on the platform yet. So go to Google, type in YouTube Creator Academy. It's a free course created by YouTube. You pay nothing, and it's the instruction manual to YouTube. YouTube themselves teach you how to use YouTube. They show you what's important, how things work, what they expect of you as a creator. You need to go through the YouTube Creator Academy if you're just getting started. Forget the fast part. Forget the fast. Just think about, how can I learn about YouTube? How can I learn about how the platform works? And you do that by going to the YouTube Creator Academy. Once you have an understanding of how it works, then you can start focusing on things that might be able to accelerate the growth of your channel. Next question from Paul, Brawl Stars again. I also rap and sing. I also rap and sing. Any tips for better audio quality? You have an Android? Yeah, go follow. I don't know what audio apps are available for Android. I've never looked. Audio Meter, or what's it called? Yeah, I said it earlier. I have too many apps to remember. Audio Master. They have an entire suite of apps. They may be available for Android. Best thing you can do for singing and for rapping is you need to make sure you have a good microphone. You need to learn about microphone placement. You need to learn about how to edit your EQ and all of that, noise gates and compression. So I would just go onto YouTube and I would start searching, how to get better sounding vocals on an Android. I'm sure somebody out there, somebody should be focusing. Like if somebody knows about Android apps for audio, there's a huge opportunity there for growth. Huge opportunity. But you need to learn about microphones. You need to learn about how to use the microphone. You need to learn about EQs. You need to learn about, your techniques. And that's not what I do here. Somebody's out there. I can tell you some channels. There's a great channel called Booth Junkie. Booth Junkie. His name is Mike, and he's a professional voiceover artist. Now, he doesn't do it on a phone. However, he has one video where he shows you that he's doing it on a phone. But he talks about microphones. He talks about breath technique. He talks about the importance of noise canceling and that sort of thing. Booth Junkie. Another great audio channel is Podcastage. Another great audio channel is Curtis Judd. Again, not on phones, but general great for audio. They talk about IQs. They talk about EQ and different frequencies, right? There's certain frequencies that you're going to want to lower, certain frequencies that you want to increase when it comes to EQ in your vocals. Next question from Hajanlis or Origami. Says, I want to increase my views and subscribers. Can you please give me some tips? Same thing to you. Go through the YouTube Creator Academy. You need to know what YouTube expects of you as a creator. Start there. If you haven't gone through the YouTube Creator Academy yet, you need to do that starting, if it's daytime where you are right now, you need to start today. If it's nighttime, do it when you wake up. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. It's created by YouTube. There's no scam, there's no nothing. It teaches you how YouTube works. Next question comes from Mr. JF4S7. I was just wondering what you thought of my thumbnails and how I can make them better. Please mention anything. Again, I'm not doing reviews, but I just give you a quick tip here. Thumbnails. Yeah, you need a lot of work on your thumbnails. First thing here's my tip for you. 2 tips. Tip number 1, go watch one of my early videos where I talk about how to make your thumbnails pop using a free app. I show you how to use an app called Snapseed and how to make your thumbnails look more vibrant. Second tip, I'm actually gonna give you 3 tips. Second tip would be your text it's too wordy. You've got too many words on your text. I can't read what half of it says. Your text is too small. Use a couple of big, bold, fat, easy to read fonts, something like Impact or Arial Bold or Montserrat or Babe is New. Just a couple of words, make them big, make them bold if you are gonna put text. I can't read any of the text that's on your thumbnails. Number 3, I understand you're doing the whole circle type thing, whatever, but I would consider for some of these, maybe push in on the pictures quite a bit because they're so small. I don't know what's going on. So those are 3 things I got for you with your thumbnails. You can definitely improve these, just making those small tweaks. Next question, MC Adventure Kid, nice to see you in here. Hey, I was here last stream and I wanted to ask another question, but I forgot it last time. What are some really good free photo editing app websites you can use to make a good thumbnails on mobile? Okay, mobile, you're an iPhone user. You've got Snapseed. You've got PixArt. You've got Adobe Lightroom. You can use that for free. So between those 3 apps for making thumbnails, those are probably the best. You can also use the Canva app if you want to work with their templates. So use the Canva app in there. I do have a video where I show people how to use Placeit to make a video intro. Placeit.net, go watch that video. It shows you how to get in there and use it with your phone. They also have thumbnail templates as well. But making your thumbnails look good, it really comes from practice and by studying other thumbnails on successful videos. Next question is from Goofy, who says, live stream is best or videos? Because whenever I go out with a trending topic, the live is always on top. Then my video, my channel has 270,000 subs. It depends. I mean, okay, if you're making videos, you have to, where's your traffic coming from? If you're getting search traffic, then videos are always going to perform, right? It's called evergreen content. Most of the content on my channel, probably 95% of it, 99% of it, it's called evergreen content. It means that it's content that's always going to be relevant. Because of that, when people go in and they search for something, it continually shows up. It just keeps on giving and keeps on giving and keeps on giving, keeps driving views, keeps driving subscribers. So for that, videos are absolutely more important than the live streams that I do. In fact, I actually lose subscribers most of the time when I live stream because I upset someone. I don't answer their question. I can't get to everybody's question. I don't acknowledge them in the chat because I didn't see them, or maybe the moderators banned them because they were being obnoxious or they were spammy. I lose subscribers during a live stream. Yeah, YouTube pushes you up at the top, and that's good placement while you're live streaming. But when it's gone, it goes away. And unless you've actually made a live stream that you can get replay value on, right? Like I do a subscriber hangout. We're just hanging out. There's no replay value on this whatsoever. But if I were to treat my live stream as an actual video and I made it shorter and I came in with a hook and I ran the whole thing out just like I would a video, it would actually have more replay value. And then a live stream could be treated like a video. So which one is better? I'm always going to go with videos. You're going to build your channel with the right videos. Live streaming is great for people getting to know you. It's great for Q&As. It's great for community building. But I wouldn't lean on only doing live streams as a way. Now, you are a gaming channel. I just realized that. I should have read that first. You are a gaming channel. You're going to have to be, in order for your live streams to carry your channel, you're going to have to, I would still do them in a way you're going to get replay value, because when your live stream's over, that's it. It's over. So say you're going live, so you're going to play Call of Duty, okay? Playing Call of Duty, I would craft my title to where when the live stream is over, YouTube search could pick that up. I would make sure my thumbnail is on point, because when search does pick that up, you want a good looking thumbnail. I wouldn't play for hours and hours. I would keep my playtime short and sweet. I might even go as far as when the live stream is over, I might even download that video. I might re-edit that video, chop it up, put together some great, a great edit on there to just cut out all the crap, right? You want to trim the fat during the edit, re-upload that video, and then you've got the video. Just think about things in replay value if you want to grow with the live streaming. Gamers, you might do well with live stream if you're a great gamer, or you're really charismatic or really entertaining where people want to hang out with you. But man, you got 270,000 subscribers. I mean, you're like almost 3 times the size of my channel. You're doing something right. You're definitely doing something right. And I think because of the size of your channel, you're going to be able to get away with more than somebody who's just getting started, somebody who hasn't built that channel momentum yet. 270,000 subscribers, you're going to have a lot of leeway, assuming you didn't buy those subscribers or you didn't do sub for sub or something like that. You've got a lot more leeway than somebody who's just starting out with a couple of hundred or even a couple thousand subscribers. But maybe consider that at your size. Do your live stream. If it's a good live stream, download it, edit it up, chop it up, put it back up as a well put together edited video. Great thumbnail, great title, and go from there. That's how I would approach that. There he is. Hold on here. Hold on, Zach. Zach, I'm just getting ready to send this out to you. Copy clipboard. Boom. There you go. Get my earphones in. All right, I'm going to jump into the chat here just a little bit. We're going to be joined by Zach Talks Tech here in a moment. All right, I'm scrolling down here in the chat, see what's going on. Poor Zach. Mama Lori's Kitchen channel says, hello, most of my content shows up overseas, like in India, less in the US. Why? I would have to look at your channel. What time are you uploading your videos? What language are you uploading in? Are you making content that's going to be something that, in India, they're going to be interested in that? or if you're just getting started, you might find that as you make more content, YouTube figures out your audience. The whole thing is this: when you're getting going, right? YouTube has to figure out the right audience for your content, right? So they just might be putting your content in front of the wrong people because you're just getting started. And Dr. Sten Eckberg, I don't know if he's been in here. Oh, did I see a light motion in here? Hold on one second. Hey, a light motion. Guys, this is the official a light motion. There you go. It says, you're online when I'm awake for once. Awesome. I hope you're well. I'm guessing this is Doug. Doug, hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you in here, man. Somebody was just asking about you earlier. All right, we are joined by Zach Talks Tech. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you.
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. And nice to see you. You're rocking the purple as well.
Yes, that's the lighting. I can change it. Yes, I put all this.
No, it's good. It's perfect.
I like yours because honestly, I thought you were on like a. I thought it was a green screen when I first saw you there, and then I realized you're still testing out various Airbnbs in Mexico, right? That's the master plan.
This is the master plan. Yeah, we're still testing out. It's been an adventure.
Yeah, I hope you've been you should make a whole series of videos about it or something. I don't know.
You know what, man? Like, it's. I've considered, early on, I thought this would be a really interesting thing. You know, I'm stuck in a foreign country during COVID-19. You know, for a while, Airbnb actually shut down. We were borderline homeless for a while. We've had one challenge after the other, but I'm struggling to even get content on this channel together because it's been a very stressful situation.
I understand.
And it's kind of sucked out my creative juice.
Yep, I understand.
So it's, I'm doing the best I can.
I'm enjoying your streams though, man. Whenever I get a chance, and I've been using Sunday nights to I've been taking a whole bunch of pictures with my regular camera, and then jumping on Darkroom on the iPad, and editing my photos for Instagram, and then I have 2 photos every day that I'm gonna be releasing starting next month. So I'll do 60 photos. And then I've got that's my month's worth of photos, and then just pop them on there. Boom, boom, boom.
Nice. Now, are you using Darkroom because they've got the video color correction and all that in there now?
I'm using mostly the video editing. I'm also using a couple different apps when it comes to pictures. Let me just let me bring her up here. So I'm using what am I using here? Sorry, I'm using Affinity Photo along with Darkroom, but mostly Darkroom because it's just kind of dummy easy, you know. I've never mastered Photoshop, so this is kind of like a dumbed down version kind of thing. So I'm more or less just bringing up blues and things like that. Like when I went to Lake Louise, for example, you saw those pictures and everything. So
yeah. I absolutely love my iPad. My brother got one first. I mean, I had the old versions, but those don't even count. Those don't even count anymore. But when he got one last year or 2 years ago, he's like, man, you got to get this thing. So I got it, man, just for doodle, even for just doodling, just sitting on the sofa, you've just got something over and you're just doodling, just sketching over a picture, man.
The iPad has been great, especially during the whole COVID thing. My kids were pulled out of school 3 months early, so they had to, do all their assignments and everything, and then they could do their assignments and get everything from the teachers on here, and also be creative with the pencil, and then tack on the keyboard. It's been really great. So yeah, bit of something for everybody.
Is that the 2020 model?
No, this is the 2018, and I would say the 2018 is the better value, unless you're hung up on cameras and taking pictures with your iPad. In which case, I would say no. Don't be one of those people at a concert, taking pictures. Exactly. I actually had my wife take a picture of me on purpose, holding an iPad. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, holding the iPad, taking a picture of Lake Louise. And then I had her, then I posted it on Twitter and it just blew up. And I'm like, yeah, I did it. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, because when they released the 2020 iPad, I wasn't going to get one. I knew, I'm like, okay, I just got one last year. I'm not going to spend for them a new one. Camera wise, it's not a huge, I know they've got what is it called? LiDAR, the LiDAR technology for AR.
Yeah.
But it's not an enormous I don't think it was
if
worth
if you
the
put
price
them,
for the upgrade. Yeah.
yeah, if you put them side by side, it's not a huge spec jump.
Yeah.
The better value is going to be in the 2018. I have a 2018. This is 256. It
Yeah.
runs amazing. I do video editing. I do everything on it. I use it. It's a glorified thumbnail maker for me and watching videos. But when I went on vacation, I used this plus iMovie to pump out content, and it was brilliant for that. So.
Is that what you took to Mexico, to Puerto Vallarta?
Yeah, I did it without the intent of doing videos, and then by the second day, by sitting around the pool and looking at the ocean, you're like, I need to do something. So I told my wife, I'm gonna grab my iPhone from up in the room. I came back, grabbed this, and I made 4 or 5 videos while on vacation, and they're some of my best content. Just sitting around, hanging out, talking to people about their phones and technology, and then I used up the Wi-Fi at night when everybody else was sleeping, pumped out some content. Yeah.
You know the weird thing about making content, and that's a great thing. Like even if you have a desktop, even if you do everything with a DSLR, like knowing how to make content with your phone or with your iPad, it opens things up. Like even if you're like, hey, I don't usually do that, but like you said, you're on vacation and you just got that creative itch, you want to do something. It's great to know how to do that stuff. It's great to know how to live stream with it even.
I shot all my video like talking to people, both using both the front and the rear cameras on the iPhone 11 Pro Max while on vacation, and people couldn't tell the difference because of the great mic on here and everything like that. And like I said, pumped out some great content. So
yeah, it's fantastic. And is that a Horween leather Nomad case?
No, actually, bad boy? It looks like it. No, but this is actually a Pataka case. But I do have I do have the Nomad over here. Yes.
So is Pataka making leather cases now?
No, this is you can't really tell. This is their red one. It's got the magnetic on here. Yeah, it looks it's just because of the poor lighting in here. But no, that's a minimalist. That's very thin, 0.6 millimeter. So
have you dropped it yet?
Yeah, I have. I've actually dropped this phone 3 times since I got it. And I took it swimming multiple times while I was in Mexico. That was the best part. I forgot to take video of that, but I jumped into the pool a bunch of times, went to the bar and everything, the swim up bar with this, and people were like freaking out about my phone. I'm like, no, check it out. And so I made a bunch of content that way.
Yeah, I still trip out on the idea of phones being waterproof. Like I'm so paranoid, but I'm like, oh man, I can just completely take this into the water.
That's what you pay for when you get a flagship. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to answer a couple questions.
Sure, give her
1 second. Somebody just asked, and I just lost it. Hold on. Somebody was asking about Pixel Lab. Jaden Green says, can you make a video about Pixel Lab? Okay, I don't have a video on Pixel Lab. I should probably have a video on Pixel Lab. But my brother, Nick, has an amazing video on Pixel Lab. It might be if it's not the top, it's one of his top videos where he shows you how to make his style of thumbnail using Pixel Lab. So head over to Nick Niman's channel and search for his video.
Did we lose D or is it me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's my show now. Okay, I'm gonna answer questions. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best here. So and I can't highlight people, so I'm gonna do my best here. I'm gonna go back up here. What's the best mobile video editor? I don't know. Oh no, I got the whole stream to myself now. This could be dangerous. All right, here we go.
Cucumber.
All right, so let's see if we can do something. Okay. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Open Camera app? Our thoughts on Open Camera app. Thank you so much. If you're talking about the Android app, I used it for a long time so I could get the quality up on the camera on my Android at the time. But for example, I use a Note 10 Plus now, and the camera app on there is awesome. KineMaster, yes. Actually, I have that. Is it KineMaster or KineMaster? I can't remember how it's pronounced, but that's the one I use. So, and
I'm back.
Oh darn, I was taking over and. I answered 2 questions.
This is the beauty of having 2 people on at the same time, because if one person's internet drops, the other person can carry it.
Do you have any times I've taken over Viper's stream, for example? He very rarely drops, but it's awesome when it happens.
So here, I have to. Right as I came in, I heard you talking about KineMaster.
Yeah, okay, I don't
So
know how it's pronounced. Yeah.
it's pronounced KineMaster. You see this right here?
Yeah.
So the guy, yeah. So yeah, it's KineMaster. It's official KineMaster.
Okay.
I actually have them at the KineMaster booth on video in one of my KineMaster videos. I said, okay, let's lay this to rest. How do you pronounce it? And he was like, I work for a company called KineMaster.
Okay. I have it on my phone. I've only used it a handful of times. Actually, I used it for one of those Mexico videos. It's a great app, especially if you got the pen on here, like on the note. It makes it so easy to edit with that.
Hold on. Doug says D needs more volume or Zach needs to come down.
I'll bring myself down.
Yeah, bring yourself down just a little bit.
There we go.
My mic's a little bit away. Yeah. And the funny thing is about that, so even though he's in the video saying how to pronounce it, people will still come into the comments and try to argue the pronunciation of KineMaster. It's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So what you've got the iPhone 11 Pro,
11 Pro Max.
And then you've got the Note. What is that? Note what?
Note 10 Plus. Yeah.
The Note 10 Plus. So if you're running around, you're gonna run out the house, you're gonna go do stuff. Which one are you grabbing?
Lately, I've been grabbing the iPhone.
The iPhone.
Because
Why?
of the watch. Because I've gone hardcore using the watch, and which is where a lot of my content's gonna be going. And the integration with this, and then with the iPad, it just makes things nice and easy. So
they've got you, man. They've got you in the ecosystem.
I know they got me. I was hardcore Android for the longest time, but once you become a creator and you get into using Apple for creating, you fall into it. And then for myself, for health reasons, I'll grab the watch, and I don't take this thing off. I wear it sleeping and everything. So yeah,
I when I'm in Thailand and it's not hot outside, I'll wear my watch. But when it gets hot and it gets humid, it's just my arm just becomes a sweaty mess.
Oh, you guys got the humidity there too, right? So
yeah. So Neil's World says there's a new app, Video Leap, not from the iOS developer, which has some good features. Yeah. So anything on the Google Play Store called Video Leap that's not by a company called Lightricks, that's not the official Video Leap. That's not the same one that they have on iOS. So the funny thing is because I have a handful of videos on Video Leap. So I'll make the video, and then people with Android will run over to the Play Store and they'll download multiple. There's like 10 different fake Video Leaps over there.
Yeah, be careful what you're downloading. You don't want to get a keylogger or something like that, or whatever.
And they'll come back and they'll start arguing with me about the features. Like, hey, my Video Leap doesn't look anything like this, or this video's fake. So you've got the wrong one. You've downloaded the wrong app. I don't know what to tell you.
He froze again. D froze again. Uh-oh. It's going to become my stream. Oh, there he is.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My internet's kind of going wonky on me.
This could be fun.
Yeah. Hold on. So I'm going to jump to the chat and answer some questions here. So Make Sense says, D, I make a live finally. Where are you at in the world, man? I'm in Mexico. I'm in Mexico. I'm in a city called Ensenada. I'm like 2 hours from the American border, which is crazy. So when we flew in, we were in San Jose del Cabo. We flew up to Tijuana before we had to drive down. And I didn't know that the Tijuana airport is literally, like you walk out of the airport and there's the US border. Like there's the wall.
Yeah.
There's the border wall. I didn't know that. And it was the closest I've ever been to the US, but I couldn't actually go in. And I just thought that was funny. I got a kick out of that. And I didn't know there were two walls. I just thought there was like one wall. There's two in this area. So the Mexico paid for one wall to keep the Americans out. And then the United States built another wall to keep the Mexicans out. So there's two.
Wow.
Yeah.
You didn't get hit by that storm, did you? The Hurricane Hannah or whatever it is? Or
No. But it's we're coming into hurricane season. I think one's coming into Texas. Ooh. So yeah, that's all we need right now is a bunch of hurricanes, right?
Man, what a year.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Really quickly, off topic, D. You've seen Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee?
Oh, Yeah, I grew up on Bruce
Yeah, like
Lee.
that. John Saxon passed away. Did you hear about that?
No.
John Saxon he's been in that. Well, he's been in a lot of stuff, but he was in that with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He passed away yesterday. Yeah.
We're losing some great ones.
I know. Well, it makes me feel old.
Yeah, it does. David H says, I was in Ensenada for the Baja 1000 back in 1992. Wow. A long time ago. I think I was graduating high school, in 1992. I bet Mexico was wild back in 1992. I bet that was fun. So when because I know you said you were making content down in Puerto Vallarta, you're doing a lot of stuff on your iPad. Are you carrying a microphone with you, or what are you doing? Let's run through your gear real quick.
So when I was in Mexico, I literally took my iPhone and I took my iPad, and that was it. And so I ended up using the mic on here and everything. But when I went to CES, let me grab it.
Yep. Light motion. See you later, Doug.
When I went to CES, I took SwitchPod with a Deity microphone. This is I can never remember the name of the model. I'm sure Doug will put it.
I'm gonna put you solo here so we can see this more. Hold on one second.
Okay. Which mic is
Get
this?
you larger. Nope. Hold on. There you go.
So I took the SwitchPod, which, as you know,
check that out.
Gives you extra grip. Plus, you can open it up, set it down. Okay, it's got these nice rubberized bottoms here. I took this along with the Deity microphone you can see here. Okay, and then this plugs in via 3.5 millimeter into obviously an adapter for the iPhone, so I could pick up proper audio. And then I got one of those cell phone adapters right here to hold the phone on. Okay, so I used the rear and the front facing when I was doing vlogging, interviewing people, taking footage and everything, and then I could just airdrop it to my MacBook Pro or my iPad for editing, and away we go. So
nice. And I think I just lost you. Did I lose you, Zach?
Nope, you didn't. There we go. Oh, I gotta change for some reason my cam link. My cam link. My cam link's been. I think my cam link's almost going to be going here pretty quick. But yeah, that was my setup when I went down to CES and everything. So
that microphone is. So this is the Rode version of that microphone.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. How do you like that? How do you like it?
I like it because it's powered, so it doesn't take power from the device. The Deity has been terrific value. Now, full disclosure, Deity did send this out to me for free.
Oh,
but I would,
freebie.
But I would 100%, recommend it if you're looking for, a good powered mic. Either Deity or Rode, you're not going to go wrong. This right here, the microphone I'm speaking into, this is a Rode Procaster. So I love both. I mean, but I use the Deity when I'm mobile. I use the Procaster here in the studio. I use a Rode Video Mic Pro Plus for backup recording here in the studio, but I actually record my audio separately with a Sonel, so I'm a little more into it than most people. But if you're looking to get started with just your cell phone, something like this whole setup right here with the mic and the what do you call this thing again? SwitchPod. Sorry, this is going to set you back, I think maybe $200 total. That's pretty good. So
yeah, how much was the microphone if you were to buy it? The
Deity.
Yeah, because the Rode version is expensive.
I believe the Deity is $129, but I need to look it up. Doug Houston knows the model, and I have to look it up here. If I go to Amazon.com, I'll check it out here. Just give me a second.
Yeah, well, you're looking at that, so I'm going to answer a question from Sven, who says, how to shoot overhead videos. There's a couple of ways to shoot overhead videos. It depends on where you're shooting it. So you can actually buy on Amazon a contraption that will sit on a desk or sit on a table, and it comes up and it has legs, and you can actually connect your camera or your phone overhead. That's one way to do it. If you just have a phone, which isn't a lot of weight, you can get a bendable clamp-on grip. A lot of people use these for cooking videos. They'll clamp it onto a cabinet door. They'll open up a cabinet door in their kitchen. Mm-hmm. They'll clamp the mount, and then they'll connect their phone to the end and point it down. Another thing you can do is what I did on my. People can use like the extendable microphone. Do you have a mic? You have a microphone arm right there, yeah?
This right here, yeah, it's a boom arm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've seen people connect boom arms to tables, and they connect a mount to the end of that, and you can use a boom arm for that. Or you can do what I do at the studio. My downshot I made with PVC pipe. I got PVC
Nice.
pipe. It's down on the floor. I made legs on the floor because my desk is a little bit wobbly. If I were to connect it to the desk, my footage would be wobbly. And I just spray painted it all black. I took matte black paint, spray
Yeah,
painted
it
it.
doesn't really matter what people see or not. It's just like as long as the final product is coming out good.
Yeah.
So this mic right here is, as Doug put in the chat there, this is the uh, D3 Pro. It's the
D3 Pro.
the DT V mic or V mic D3 Pro. There's no regular D3 as far as I know, but it comes with this nice hard case. And it comes with everything you need: USB-C to USB-A to charge the mic. The mic gets about 8 hours or so. Charges quickly. The light turns green once it notices that the camera is turned on the phone, and away you go. Depending on what kind of phone you have, you'll have to either get like an adapter, the headphone jack adapter, or USB-C to headphone, or 3.5 inch. So
Right. Yeah, I think the Deity is about $100 cheaper than the Rode, if I'm not mistaken.
it's, according to Amazon.com, $199. So I was wrong about the 150. So yeah,
Okay, so it is more expensive. Okay, so maybe
yeah.
$50. Okay.
But I know that's compared to Rode. Deity does, is a little bit less. But again, both really great brands. You cannot go wrong. If you're really in doubt, just ask other creators what they're using, and you'll hear the same kind of names. Like I started out with a Boya because of you, because of your videos. I still have my Boya. I actually use it as a backup.
You know what? For somebody who needs a budget solution, I think the Boya is great.
The Boya is
But
perfect for in studio. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. As you, because here's the thing: when you're starting out, and this is the mistake that so many people make when they run out and they buy all the gear, is you don't know yet when you're first getting started what gear you actually need. You might not know yet what microphone is perfect for your environment yet. You might not know exactly what lenses you need, or do you need a gimbal? Do you not need a gimbal? So I think it's great to start out with budget stuff, and then as you figure out what it is that you need, because you might pivot your channel, you might find that you need something completely different than what you started with.
I started out with a simple lamp to light and everything, and then I bought a $150 set of 2 umbrella lights. They've lasted me now for the last 4 years, and I finally bought one of those fancy Godox lights today.
Nice.
That's after almost 3 or 4 years of making videos that I'm going to try something a little more moody, a little more control. But again, like this light that's lighting me right now, you guys can't see it, but it's an $80 LED light, and you can turn up the brightness up and down. There's other lights out there like from Elgato and stuff like that use apps and everything that cost like $200-$300. You don't need that necessarily. Just I would say use what you have, and then you'll find out how creative you can be.
Right.
Because gear does not make the channel. It will make some things easier, but yeah.
Gear does not make the creator. You might be able to achieve some certain shots and stuff with it, but like it always comes back to your story, always comes back to the message, always comes back to how you're communicating. You could give the most expensive gear to someone who's just getting started, and it's not going to make them any better.
Let me show. I'm going to grab my slider to show people what the kind of stuff you can do.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm going to answer a question while you're doing it. So the Atlanta Kid says, what's the best mobile editing software for creating sports hype mixes? Honestly, anything, whatever you are familiar with, use that. If you want something really fast paced, anything's going to do that, but the key is going to be in the cuts. It's going to be how you learn how to edit. Now, I believe GoPro makes an app. I think it's called Quick or Splice. Somebody correct me on that one. It's either Quick or it's called Splice, where you can upload a bunch of footage, sports footage, and it intelligently picks out what it believes is the best clip and puts together a hype clip for you. It's either Splice or a clip. I think it's Splice. It's one of those. It's made by GoPro. And it kind of takes the work out for you. But if you're doing it manually, if you're doing something with iMovie, you just have to learn how to get in there and edit for sports and hype stuff. Find a good music track and edit to the music. That's the best advice I can give you for that. And in terms of unknown tips and tricks for iMovie, no, I don't think there's any unknown things that I could share. It's just, whatever video app that you're using, just learn it inside and out. Put footage in there and start tapping on everything to figure out what everything does. Tap on that, tap on this, tap on that. That's how you learn the software. It's Splice. Okay, thank you. It's I knew it was one of those. It's made by GoPro. Justin, how's it going, my man? Says, hey, it's been a few since I sent these to you. Thoughts on low music in the background of talking head videos? Good or not needed? Thank you, sir. Okay. Earlier on in my channel, I started with music. And I started having people say, hey, your new music is distracting. So I started not adding music. And then I noticed an increase in audience retention. Now, that could have been I was choosing the wrong music. It could be that my music was too loud. But I noticed my audience retention got better when I removed music. So to test that theory, here and there, I still add music to my videos. And I haven't noticed any difference either way since I've added it back, but I've lowered the volume a little bit. So what I would do in your situation is I would test it. I would make sure that it's not overpowering, and I would try different types of music. So it's something you're going to have to test out to see how your audience responds to it. Earlier on, I did better without it, but now that I'm adding it back slowly, it doesn't seem to matter that much. Zach, did I lose you?
No, I'm just I'm trying to get something together here to demo for you guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't see you.
I have the cam turned off just for a second.
Okay, right on. David says, I have a video ideas about a bunch of different topics. My brain is full of stuff. I can teach people on a huge range of topics. Could you suggest how to be successful on YouTube without a niche? All right, David, here's the thing. So if you were in Ensenada in 1992, then you definitely have a lot of life experience that you can definitely share with people. That's a given. I'm almost 50. I'm 48. I'm in the same boat. You're a little bit older than me, but you know, at a certain age, you realize, well, I've got a lot of stuff that I can help people out with. Here's what I recommend. Because you don't have a particular niche just yet, if you're just getting started with your channel, just make a variety of content. Just put it all out there. Start putting it all out there. Here's what's going to happen. One of those is going to start to get more traction than the other. You're going to say, okay, when I make this particular type of video, more people are, and I don't mean by 50 more people. I mean, like, let's say your normal view count's 100, but you upload this sort of content and you get 500 or you get 1,000. Then that's the content that you want to go all in on. You could do a variety channel. You could totally do that, but just know that you're not going to grow as fast and you're not going to reach as many people by doing a variety channel. When you can focus your channel on a particular type of content, you're going to grow faster because you're reaching a very specific type of person. That's going to accelerate your growth. So throw a bunch of stuff up on the wall, see which ones stick, and the ones that stick the most, that's the type of content that you make. Hope that helps. All right, Zach.
So I was just gonna show this little because I was showing contraption there before you asking what I was using for vlogging. This little contraption right here is a slider. So
those are great. Yeah.
For some of you that might see like these beautiful B-roll shots of like, you know, going past, like looking at a product or something like that. This right here, I literally mount. You guys can see the mount right here. I put my iPhone on here, and so I put my iPhone up here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I depending on which way the battery is, it goes either way, and then you can decide how it turns or whatnot. And then I've got a quick little example video here. And I want to show you guys this here real quick. D, if you want to show this video here, I've got it shared there. So this is an example video of what I shot. It's stuttering here on the screen because of the playback, but it's smooth when you the video. It is smooth in the actual video. But this little contraption, which El Jefe Reviews showed me about, has been brilliant for B-roll and doing these quick little slide shots with my iPhone. So the investment on this was $45, I think. So that's using your existing phone without having to get, because a normal electronic slider can go anywhere from $300 and up, depending on brand you get. And then the non-motorized ones, you know, can be jittery depending on your device, and then you have to mount, you know, a particular type of camera on and whatnot. So this is like using your existing, you know, what you have, your existing phone, you know, plus a little.
Is that motorized?
Yes, it is motorized. Yeah. So there's a little power button here.
When you actually buy it, what does it come with?
What it comes with is just this top part. So I had to get up the cell phone holder here. Okay. And then the pivoting top here, the Joby part. Okay. But that's all it comes with right there.
Nice.
Okay, and that's
Hey,
just a motorized slider. Very
that,
simple.
yeah,
dude.
if you don't mind, I would because that would be great for my travel bag. Send me your Amazon link and a DM. I'll see if that's I might pick that up.
Sure, no problem. Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to hop off here. It is almost midnight here. Zach, thank you so much for joining me, man. It's always awesome to see you. And once again, your lightsabers were not lit, so we're going to have to do something about that.
They drown out when I do a stream. They like this camera can't handle it. They drown out, but they're in the regular videos. They're in the regular videos.
All right. Moderators, thank you so much for holding it down. Everybody who left awesome questions and left super chats, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. If I didn't get to your question in the chat, I got to everybody in the forum, but if I didn't get to you in the chat, come back when this video processes and you can ask your question as a comment, and I will come back and I will answer your question there.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Hey, man. I love having you on.
I'm seriously getting concerned for you. I need you to get I need you to get home. I need you to get home, man.
There's no light at the end of the tunnel just yet.
Oh, man.
But,
you seem to be having a good attitude about it, so that's good.
Doing the best we can with what we have. That's what we're doing.
I mean, you could be stuck somewhere with snow.
You know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with that. We're going to be stuck somewhere for a very long time. I was just searching today, looking at long-term rentals. So we're going to be stuck for a while. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much. I will catch you next week. Members who are channel members, thank you so much for being a channel member. We're going to try to get into members live stream this coming week. And I'll see you guys next weekend.